My mother loved her brother, but always told us we were never allowed to be alone with him. Now I know why. There was one rule my mom never bent, no matter what. We were never allowed to be alone with Uncle Charlie. To outsiders, it might have seemed harsh. Uncle Charlie was charming, always with a crooked grin and a gift in hand. He'd show up for birthdays, holidays, or just to check in, and he always made sure my sister and I felt special. He told the best stories, full of wild adventures and funny characters, and his laugh was so big it filled the whole room. People liked him, but not Mom, not really. She smiled when he talked, but it was tight, practiced. She hovered when he was around us, always standing just close enough to interrupt if she needed to. She never let him tuck us in at night or take us for ice cream alone. We thought she was being paranoid. Sometimes I'd ask why, and she'd brush it off. Just trust me, she'd say, or it's better this way. We stopped pushing. Still, I noticed things, like how she'd flinch slightly when he hugged her, how Grandma's voice always changed when he walked into the room, how tense everything felt during his visits, like we were all holding our breath. But one afternoon, when I was around 12, I heard something I wasn't meant to hear. Mom and Grandma were in the kitchen, talking in low voices. I was in the hallway, about to ask for a snack, but I froze when I caught Mom's tone, quiet but trembling. I don't want him near my children, she said. Grandma sighed. It was so long ago, people change. He hasn't, Mom said, sharper this time. I can feel it. I stepped back silently, heart thudding. That night, I couldn't stop thinking about what I'd heard. What did she mean? What had happened so long ago? The next day, while Mom was out running errands, I did something I'd never dared before. I got on her computer. Her passwords were easy. Our dog's name, my birthday. It didn't take long to find a folder buried in her documents titled Charlie, Private. Of course, I opened it. Inside were several old PDF scans of newspaper clippings. Most were yellowed scans, barely readable, from a town I'd never heard of. But Uncle Charlie's name was there, over and over. The headlines didn't say much, just vague, chilling phrases like local man arrested in connection with disturbing incident and charges dropped, investigation ongoing. One article mentioned children, but the details were redacted or missing. It felt like trying to put together a puzzle where half the pieces had been burned away. Still, I understood enough. My hands shook as I scrolled. My stomach flipped. I felt cold all over. That's when I heard the door. Mom was home. She saw the screen before I could close it. Her face went white. For a second, she didn't say anything. Then she walked over, slowly, sat down next to me, and put a hand on my shoulder. I was going to tell you when you were older, she said quietly, when I thought you could handle it. I didn't speak. I couldn't. She looked at the screen. Those articles don't say everything. They don't say what he did to me. She paused. I looked at her. Her eyes were full of tears. I was just a few years older than you, she said. I trusted him. We all did. And by the time anyone believed me, it was too late. I wanted to say something, anything, but all I could do was sit there, frozen in place, feeling the weight of her words settle on me like a stone. She wiped her eyes, composed herself, and said, I've spent your whole life trying to protect you from what I couldn't be protected from. And finally, I understood. Uncle Charlie wasn't just a rule. He was a warning. She didn't make that rule because she didn't trust us. She made it because she remembered. Because monsters don't always look like monsters. Sometimes they look like family.